Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Machine Gun Kelly's Hotel Diablo. It's the Diablo, El Diablo. It means the Diablo. Alright, so Machine Gun Kelly. I know not about Machine Gun Kelly. Really don't know much. Don't know the music, whatever. So this is written generally by Machine Gun Kelly, Eliot, Rahal, and Ryan Cady, and then a mix of artists: Martin Morazzo, Victor Ibañez, Roberta Ingranata, Jordi, Pérez, Amilcar, Pinna, Rachel Smart, color by Vladimir, Popov, Aladdin color, Protobunker, lettering by Andworld Design. So what it is kind of like, it's an anthology, a bunch of short stories about people who go into this hotel that will change their lives. Very kind of Twilight Zone-ish, Tales from the Crypt sort of thing going on. And it's pretty good. I think there's like, I don't remember how many, there are 5, 6 different stories. Somewhere around there, and it's interesting. There's something there that I like. It works as kind of like a horror light sort of thing going on. Like it doesn't go totally in on on the horror roots, but kind of feels like it would be like PG-13 television, if that makes sense. Where there's some kind of slightly disturbing parts, but at the same time, not completely over the top, like gross out horror, like holy crap, what am I reading or seeing? There's actually some really good stories in there. There's one in particular about a woman who checks in, I think on like the 7th floor or something like that I really, really liked. Loved the twist of it. And then there's another kind of like an ongoing story thread throughout the graphic novel that I thought was actually pretty interesting. To me, this shows a lot of potential. And with like anthologies, with a bunch of short stories in general, like some are better than others, but generally this is pretty solid. It has me wanting to see more, and it doesn't quite feel like the musician throwaway graphic novels that like we saw way in the past, or comic series way in the past. There's actually some really good stuff in there. Like, is it all solid? Nah, but there's a couple entries that are really, really good. I think the weakest to me is the ending, where I liked kind of maybe the potential of like the well, not really the ending. I guess it would be like the second last segment. It's like in the future, and it feels very out of place compared to the rest of them. But I would say maybe out of the how many stories were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of the 6 of them, I would go at least 3 of them are really, really solid. Yeah, I would say 3 are really, really, really solid. And the other 3 are good. There's none I think maybe the last one I'm just not the biggest fan of, but the rest are pretty good. The art is good. Like it's interesting. As I said, like it's balanced where it kind of feels like PG-13 horror. It doesn't quite go over the top. There's a little bit of nudity to it, but there's not really like freaky over the top stuff that's going to totally throw you off and just kind of like gross you out. And like even like the worst stuff that's in here never quite crosses that line, and it's interesting like that. It feels very like PG-13 horror for television, and I keep on coming back to that, and like it's not a bad thing at all. But yeah, it's overall like a really, really interesting grouping of stories. And I said, like, there's a couple that are really, really good. This one's my favorite. This is absolutely my favorite story. I just thought it was really, really, really well done. So yeah, there's here. Let's show off one more. That's kind of some cool art. So yeah, I mean, like if you like horror, if you like kind of like that Tales of the Crypt, maybe a little Twilight Zone-ish storytelling, you should check this out. It's pretty solid stuff. It's really entertaining, and yeah, I mean, for like little of I know is Machine Gun Kelly, like this is some cool, a good read. So yeah, you can go get this now. It is in comic shops. We got a link beneath this video. Open your zip code, tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank Z2 for hooking us up with a review copy, and of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into graphic novels, if you're into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.